Ji, Assalamualaikum everyone, it's Shoayb and welcome to the live update of Crypto Affairs. It's 30th of October, almost 9 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna see where the Bitcoin is headed. So you have to miss me because the cam is not gonna be on my face today, but the updates will be dank as always. So let's get it started. And before we do, make sure to like and subscribe this video. If you're not on Discord, you're missing out. If you're not on my Telegram, you're missing out. And if you're not on my Twitter, you're missing out. So here are the links. Do make sure to subscribe and be there, and you're gonna get like the updates in time. So anyways, let's get it started with the Bitcoin here. Pretty choppy market, to be honest. Pretty stuck up volume here. Like since 26th of October we tapped this 3 tap setup, and then we've been declining since then. The market is being pretty much having a low volume and having a sideways chop all over the place. Some altcoins are making a lukewarm, literally retesting in their bull cycles, but a lot of altcoins are pretty much bleeding today. So, and it's been happening since 12 13 hours ago. So that's what's happening, and we're gonna be discussing later on what the dominance is saying and how the things are working anyway. So my instance is still valid for that. I posted this chart of a 3 tap setup here. We already tapped once and twice, and apart from that we are waiting for that third tap to finally make it the move down towards the liquidity profile of 32,546. But the thing is that I don't think will gonna let it go that easily, because once we are here, we need to sweep up a bit up till, let's say, 35,700, because this is where I can see the liquidity and the piling up, because everybody be shorting this area while putting their stop losses at 35,500, right? And we have seen this over and over and over, how these stop losses got hunt. So just to make you realize that stuff, we already had the wick at 36,000 in perpetual. I'm just looking at it, the index, and there's a high chance that we make a body at this zone at 35,750 before finally coming back down. Now I've been emphasizing on the same situation over and over in my last live, that there is no resistance up till 39,700. There is nothing like in this entire zone. There is nothing in there. So the reason you're gonna be dropping from this will be the lack of liquidity and volume. There is nothing in terms of a price action that you may mark, oh, look at this resistance, it got just rejected from there, and whatsoever the resistance, the closest resistance is at 39,700 levels. So you can literally zoom out on the daily chart, and you can see what the charts are saying in that scenario. But I'm just gonna be range bound here, and I'm just gonna be looking at it, how the situation will be unfolding. So last day, we a day before yesterday, on Saturday, we were merely moving. Yes, we can say that that was like a weekend and the market is in chop. And the Sunday we had some impulsive move, a really dead horse kind of a impulsive move here. And after that, since we started this day, we have been declining since that hours. So that move is 0.5 level, it retraced, and we are still sitting at 34,285. So let's look at it, how the Monday range will gonna be developing, and then you can daily scalp according to it. So for me, 3 tap setup, stop loss hunt, and then coming back down. This is what I can see at the moment. And while looking at the USDT dominance chart, I can vouch for that, because the dominance is stabilizing here, and it will not gonna stop right about here. This will be the sharp drop area for the Bitcoin. Like as soon as it touches this range, well, there is no volume, so it will gonna go up like a whoosh. You can say that. So that's what's gonna be happening here, and be aware of that if you're longing. And if you're in longs in your altcoins or Bitcoin, it's always good to put your stop losses in profit or at break even, because the retracement will gonna be a dirty one. So that's what's happening with the Bitcoin, the USDT dominance. Let's talk about something on dollar. What's happening here? We are still in chop, and it's pretty obvious that they are pretty much waiting for the news to come out, because there's FOMC meeting, and interest rate decision all piling up for 1st of November. The monthly closure is there, so it's already been priced in how the situation will gonna be. So as in terms of a US, while if you look at it, the same situation is like, it kind of feels like it's been really held up here. I can see it's gonna go back to this level, but they are pretty much holding it up till the FOMC and all that decisions. But when we talk about the crude oil, we are talking about the situation of war all over the world. And as you can see, the stuff is arising, and the situations are getting worse, whether you're going to talk about something in South Asia, Kerala blast, Israel, and Palestine war and Ukraine stuff. And the situation is pretty much worsening at the moment, and that's what's pretty much priced in the chart also. So as soon as we see a retracement till 86.39 level on the US oil, or anything above than that, I believe we'll be looking at it, like a third country involving in the Israel war. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not speculating at the moment, but that's how the situation unfolded in the past, and it's been like a fractal working for me. So that's what's happening when I look at the US oil chart. So let's see and hope for the best how the situation will unfold. As per my last live, I already gave you the insight in the gold. We are still anticipating this level to be tested, like 1997 till 1993. This area was entirely a liquidity grab run, so it will be coming back down till 1970s, and we'll see how the situation is be unfolding here. Some people are looking at it as a power of 3, like this is your accumulation, this is your manipulation, and that gonna be, sorry, this yes, that will be your expansion. I'm sorry, I don't use that much of a time. So a lot of people are looking at it, but I was pretty adamant about it the last week. The move that happened on Wednesday, specifically on Thursday, because I knew that will gonna be reacting the shorts, because they were pretty much resetting the indicators there, and every Tom, Dick and Harry and the grandma were pretty much shorting the gold and commodities and whatsoever you can name it. And that's what happened. The liquidity hunt, they went up, came back without any retracement, and then moved sideways, and then boom, we closed the Friday in a in a high end note. So that's what happened, and this will be the zone of 1997 and 1993 in gold. We're going to be playing as an internal BOS. If we lose it in a 4-hour chart, we're going to be coming back down to this zone. Until then, we are still bullish. I'm still saying that ever since we've been crossing that level since 1964, and even before that, when we were above this BOS at 1905, that we are in bullish area, and it will not gonna be retracing just because you can see the gap down below of a Warsaw gap, and you think, all right, I'm just gonna be placing my shorts here because it's gonna be coming back down, filling that gap and all that, because you're pretty much unaware of the intentions what market makers are planning on their desk. Of course they can also see that, and of course they can see the liquidity building up of the shorts, and they've been reacting ever since. So 2 weeks of drop, 2 weeks of capitulation, and 4 days of pump, and here we are at this zone. So that's a nasty chart, to be honest. That's a really nasty move by and I believe it will gonna be correcting itself, and without any influence, and we're gonna see how the gold will thrive for the rest of the year. So let's wait for it, and until then, be very careful about it. Do not open any swings when it comes to the gold or silver, or even if you're gonna go with the natural gas. Just gonna give my 2 cents on it, because people been asking me about that. I posted a chart already. Let me show you here. All right, so I'm gonna switch to 3-hourly chart. Let's talk about some HTF stuff here in terms of gas. We can see there's a gap at 4.239 level. All right, so if you just look at it, we are grabbing the liquidity right about here. All right, you can see the liquidity grab. There is no correction. We are having a rising channel, and in terms of the current support, I just marked the last obvious high, right here at 3.062. But even if you look from this week to this current support to this 0.5 level, we are sitting in the middle again. Like I said, in terms of a US, while they are pretty much waiting for something to happen to turn the market to the one side. Indices are already bleeding. We may see that cat bounce or a relief rally for like a couple of sessions already, not for like days but just for a couple of sessions. But I'm gonna be looking at it to see how the situation will be unfolding. There's a chance that it might reverse right about here because everybody be building the shorts from 0.5 because that's obvious. This is your high, this is your low, and everybody will be shorting the 0.5, and there's a high chance that they might not give it that chance and they might reverse it right about the from 4.246. So let's see how the situation will be unfolding. Let the Monday range develop here, and once it's on the one side, we're gonna be placing our longs or shorts and whatsoever on the natural gas. I don't trade it personally, but a lot of people been asking me about that, so here's the analysis for that. All right, so let's start with the somebody's asking me about US30, so let's talk about US30 here. All right, so I posted a chart on, like, I believe last week because there was a gap here, and we took a toll on like literally shorts before hunting all these stop losses and running the market down again and fill that gap. So US30 already open with a gap here, and I already gave you the insight that we are having a relief rally right about here. But in fact of looking at the US30, instead look at the Dow Jones and the situation will be pretty much clear to you. All right, we have this pretty obvious low. We're gonna be testing that at $32,846 of value. This is our range. Do not care about the range, whatever it might go. It just started a couple of hours ago. It may tap the liquidity below and all that, but this is the range that I'm looking at it for retesting. So this is your area of interest. This is where you should be aiming your longs to. All right, until then wait for it for a range to develop before you jump into your longs. All right, so like and subscribe this video though. I believe everybody's here. I didn't post any update because it's early in the morning and I don't want to disturb your sleep and get the angry emojis on my post. So that's the reason. Right, bro, what are your thoughts about near? What would be the good plan about it? I posted a chart a day before yesterday, I believe. That was the chart on a 1 hour. We had our liquidity profile here. We rejected once from here, retested it. We again rejected from this and then retested it that level of 1.204, and then we ran back up. So liquidity profile is pretty absorbed, and you're gonna be asking me what's the reason about 1.204, because this is where the longs were left off before the drop of in late August. So it just marked on my chart at like 1.204, and that was the reason, and it's pretty obvious why they ran back up. And the thing is that it's gonna be bleeding anytime soon, but we need a proper BOS for that, and the break of structure will be right about here. All right, this low will be your break of structure. So I'm gonna clean the chart here. 1.264, whatever the situation is, however the situation unfolds, this will be your BOS. This point will also be I don't think it will be retested again, so like in a way of bouncing, not in a way of movement. So I'm gonna remove this one. This will be a BOS, the break of structure. Lose this, retest this, and then we're gonna be coming back down. Right. All right, Osama is asking me, will there be any 100x coin in the next bull run? Yes, there will be a couple of 100x coin, and I'm gonna be sharing with you. But for that, you need to be updated about the situation and the timeline where we'll be buying and how much we'll be buying at it. So do make sure to keep your notifications on, and do make sure to get in touch with me either in mentoring launch or either in Twitter. I might drop a coin or two on Twitter, but the main course will be serving, of course, the mentoring launch. By the way, talking about the mentoring launch, man, we minted like freaking crazy people. A day before yesterday, like since Friday market's been really choppy, but we've been minting the algo, the lit, avex, wet, ethereum, btc, fet. Man, we killed them already. And a day before than that, we were pretty much on the scalp longs of egld, link, fet again, and then again egld, and then btc, and then fet again, and then inj, the matic, the avex. And these coins, man, honestly, people be like, holy shit, we are running out of money. How much you will be, you're gonna be pushing us into the trade. So that was the amazing call by Sid. And I've been pretty much focusing on this stuff in forex. We've been killing the pois earlier, like the 5 setups been all done and dusted, and we minted like 633 pips in last week, since Monday to Friday. I only gave like 5 pois. That means the 5 setups, easy setup. And even if you're trading only a parry one lot, you'll be you already made like $633. So at least, and there are people who made like a couple of $1,000 already. So that's all about it. And do let me know. It was just the early early morning update, to just just to give you the insight what's gonna happen in the market and how the situation is looking to me. And I'll be posting the charts. Do make sure to subscribe to like mentoring launch if you're not there, and be my follower on Twitter, because a lot of charts and a lot of requests are being fulfilled there for free on my Twitter. So do make sure to be there. The link is already in the chat or in my description. And do make sure to like and subscribe this video. I'm gonna be seeing you soon. Don't let the market surprise you. Allah Hafiz.